Hey, come see us in Ashland, Virginia, Athens, Georgia, Rutherford, New Jersey at the Icarus Festival, and Minneapolis, Minnesota. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. So Trump had a rally in Philadelphia, and according to Action News, it said 30,000 people. 30,000 people showed up. But then they did a video that said nearly 100,000 people showed up. Can you 100,000 people?
So in the beginning it was 30,000, even more showed up.
I guess that's what happened. So that must have been an early headline.
Let's see, 3:38.
So that's at 3:38 p.m. and then this must have been made later. Oh, this was at night, so you could yeah. So let's watch it.
Donald Trump shows the famous Wildwood boardwalk as a campaign backdrop this afternoon. Town officials estimate the crowd at 80,000 people packing the sand to hear from the former.
80,000, but then they updated it to 100,000 when they finally posted the video. So it went from 30,000 to 80,000 to 100,000. Here we go.
For president. It was a welcome sight for businesses at the beach as well. Action News reporter Charles Watson has the full story.
President Trump certainly maximized his limited time on the campaign trail, hosting what his campaign says was his largest rally of the year. Supporters of former President Trump let their Trump flag fly. The former president and presumptive Republican nominee commanded the attention of thousands.
You know what's weird is I don't know. What they have these things here, is that just to let you know that he's going to increase pollution? It looks like.
What is that?
That's what that looks like, right? It's like, oh, we're going to have manufacturing back, and we're going to start polluting again.
Commanded the attention of thousands during a campaign rally on the beach in Wildwood.
Instead of a Biden tax hike, I'll give you a Trump middle class, upper class, lower class, business class, big tax cut.
Trump addressed everything from President Biden's handling of the border, protests on college campuses, and the economy. The former president even mentioned his ongoing legal troubles, once again blaming President Biden and the Justice Department without evidence.
They rigged the whole thing with it.
I like so that every time you hear, I've noticed this. The mainstream media, when they talk about Donald Trump accusing Joe Biden of weaponizing the justice system,
without evidence,
they always say he accuses Joe Biden without evidence. Without evidence, the party told you to ignore the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final and most essential command. What the fuck do you they really think their viewers are this stupid?
Well, they are.
I guess they are.
Look, how would I even know what any of the news says unless I was on this show seeing the clips? Because now you could call me crazy, Jimmy. Okay?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Now you don't have to endorse my crazy views. But I believe that somehow, you know how you know less from watching? I believe they figured a way to literally suck information out of your brain from watching the news. Now, that sounds crazy, but you can't argue with results.
I love how they say that. He accuses Joe Biden. Well, let's listen
without
to it.
Any evidence.
Without
once again blaming President Biden and the Justice Department without evidence.
They rigged the whole thing with the Department of Justice.
Trump supporters who were in attendance today say they like
that.
Without evidence. You know, that's a much bigger Me Too for people than Me Too. The justice system being weaponized against you in an unfair way. Lots of people been through that. So they're feeling a real Me Too moment with Trump.
Yes.
And they don't need evidence. As the dipshits on this channel remember Me Too, where you didn't need evidence.
The evidence is completely manifest. It's right in front of their faces. Really? The only president in the history of our country, 92 felony indictments? Really? Every one of them dumber than the one before? All their cases, now we find out the FBI, they had planted that evidence. We find out that it's all everything's falling apart.
Well, once you've internalized the idea that women have dicks in a 5 o'clock shadow, it's easy to really just say anything, isn't it?
They just keep saying. We all saw the other cases that he inflated the cost of his property to get a loan from a bank.
Oh,
what?
No.
Oh, no. You mean that thing everybody does?
Hey, I wish that he had conned the bank out of millions of dollars. But he didn't. He made them money and they loved. Also,
he made the money.
The people that I would say this to me, like, yeah, but that's a crime. I'm like, just tell me this. Is it that you are upset because, or you just are hoping to Al Capone get him? At least tell me it's an Al Capone thing. Don't tell me that you are actually going to pretend emotionally that you want him brought to justice or paying a dumb whore to shut up.
I know you're kidding.
Like, just tell me that you haven't internalized that you care about that. You just don't like Trump. I accept that. You don't like Trump. Like Al Capone, we're going to get him. But don't talk to me like we both think this is a thing, right?
So yeah, people say that Jimmy Trump.
But the law's important.
He did break the law. So then why is George Bush still walk the earth the free? He ordered a torture program.
Why is Dick Cheney alive?
He ordered a torture program worldwide. Nobody ever prosecuted that. Barack Obama admitted that they ordered a torture program. We all know they ordered a torture program. Is that bad? Is that as bad or worse than Donald Trump inflating the price of his property to get a loan, which every real estate person does, or paying off a prostitute? Which one is worse? Order a torture program? I didn't even know paying off a prostitute to shut up was illegal. Did you?
It's not illegal.
How is that illegal?
They tried to say that it was reported wrong on his campaign finance.
Oh.
It's not going to hold up. Also, Stormy Daniels is now lying
she got caught lying. Bill Maher.
Trying to make it more like she was forced. And Bill Maher had to accept it. I watched a clip because she was on a show saying, first of all, it was not sexual assault. I want to make that clear.
Yeah, she said that.
Then in court, she's going, I was shaking and I blacked out.
Yeah, I blacked out.
He had more. Then she goes, he had more power than me. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? So
even Bill Maher is saying, Bill Maher, who has Trump derangement syndrome, even he is saying Stormy Daniels lied. He shows the video. I should play that video.
Okay, if you're wondering how bad we're off now in America, never mind the GDP, any of that shit. Go watch old Yakov Smirnov routines from the 80s about in Russia.
That's right.
Because Jon Stewart, remember when he became the Yakov Smirnov? He a reverse Yakov. He goes,
yes.
In Russia, train is nice, but in America, it's made of urinal cake. What a country. We're a Yakov Smirnov bit now. Not Russia, us.
Hey, we're doing stand-up in Ashland, Virginia, Athens, Georgia, Rutherford, New Jersey, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Ontario, California, Irvine, California, Las Vegas, Davenport, Iowa, Chicago, Grand Rapids. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com and don't go to a second reseller. Not good.